Welcome, everyone. My name is Mokete Mashala, and I'm going to share with you a data analysis that I did on OkCupid data. The agenda is to take you through the problem statement, the EDA, the data cleaning and data insights, and the recommendations. The business intelligence team has been assigned with performing an in-depth exploratory data analysis of the site users. We then have to develop a macro segment and personas for future marketing campaigns and come up with actionable insights that would enable the marketing team to make informed strategic decisions to increase user activity, user experience, and improve the business financial performance. In terms of the data cleaning, in general, I replaced numerical values with median, categorical with mode, and when there was a long description, I replaced with the first observed word in the row. In terms of the EDA, data cleaning and insights, overall, the distribution was 40% female, 60% was male. The age peaked at around 25 to 30, and there were few outliers over the age of 60. The distribution between the male and the female was more or less the same. Even the mean was similar. The height was at the mean height of 68. In terms of the difference, the males were reported to be taller than the females. When it came to diet, I had to clean the data. 41% of it was NA, and I shortened up the descriptions so that it can become a broader description. Majority of the people reported to have no dietary preferences. In terms of body type, average, fit, and athletic were the high recorded body types, with more females being more athletic than males. Most of the people reported that they do not smoke. Most of the people reported that they smoke, they drink socially. In terms of the drug usage habit, most of them have never used drugs. When it came to education, I had to perform some cleaning where I shortened the description as shown on the bottom right. Looking at the distribution by gender, a bachelor's degree was found to be the most occurring for both males and females. With ethnicity, I cleaned it and I found that the majority of the people were white. There were two methods that I used: stripping each observation and then counting the frequency, or just only looking at the first occurrence of the ethnicity in each observation, as mentioned. And it was shown that here, that the females and the males all have ethnicity of white as being dominant. The income, there was not a lot of data available. 8% of the data was NA, and that was imputed by using the mean. A linear regression was done, and it was found that there is an increase with income as the age increases. A hypothesis testing was also done to check, and as observed, the mean income of males was found to be higher than that of females. Looking at the religious, it was found that agnosticism, atheism, and Christianity tended to have highest income. In terms of cleaning the data, the distribution by gender showed that the males were the highest when it came to computer, to science, sales, and students. And the females were the highest count when it came to education, medicine, student, and sales. Excluding others, this is what the general trend of the distribution looked like. In terms of the sexual orientation, most of the people are straight. Gender, most of the people do not have kids. When it came to pet preferences, there were about 13.7% of the data was NA, which was imputed with the mode, likes dogs and cats. Most users like both dogs and cats. With religion, it was found that for those who responded, mostly were agnostic and they were male, and the males were higher than the females. Looking at the zodiac sign, the mode was Gemini. When looking at the language, it was found that English was predominant. Looking at the user status, they were mostly single. Last online, there was a peak in 2012. However, it went down. In May, it picked up, but it went to a normal usage in July 2012. Looking at the state, San Francisco and California are the states with the most use. A word cloud was done, and it was found that love, like, and life are one of the mostly used words. Looking at the world map, the United States is the region where the most users are located, and mostly in California. The population, San Francisco, is where most of the users reside. Looking at the density plots, bachelor has a peak. The age by distribution, there's a few people who are older and have kids. Seeing someone is at the peak in terms of the status. Religion, fairly more or less the same in terms of looking at the density plots. Used up is at the peak of the body type. Most people like dogs is at the peak. Looking at income and religion with marital status, it was found that married Catholicism and Hinduism report the highest income. Looking at age, education, and offspring, users with children generally tend to be older and educated. The oldest users are over 45 years and are single and have kids. Looking at age and education and offspring, users with children generally tend to be older and educated. Users that reported to have diet preference of kosher are generally older and have a body type a little extra. The youngest are reported to have to be halal and either has dogs or cats. Older users tend to be vegetarian. A correlation was done, not much to report here. Looking at the matchmaking industry, the matchmaking revenue has been seen to have a high to trend higher, and it's rising. So we are in a good business. However, one of the key insights, as mentioned, was that the age has a peak between 25 and 30. And according to Statista, the age group that uses online app is between the age of 18 and 44. And here looking at, to build up on that, is that most males and females are students. And one of the key insights is from Statista is that peak age of users, as mentioned, is 25 to 30. Therefore, we recommend that the marketing efforts goes towards these age groups. In terms of key insights too, we observed that the oldest users are over 45 years and are single and have kids. USA is the country with the highest percentage of single-parent households. So it will tie up with our findings that this is a category that we should explore. Single parents' homes have been on the rise. Looking at key insight 3, age group of users who like dogs and cats are both peaking at around 25 to 28 years old. In support of that, pet store revenue share in the United States by age group shows that the age group of 25 to 44 contributes to about 38.7% of the revenue. And it has been growing. Key insight 4, bachelor users aged around 25 have the highest peak. As already mentioned as well, the bachelor's degree for both males and females is dominant. According to the US Census Bureau, the number of Americans with at least a bachelor's degree has been rising steadily and is expected to continue to do so in the future. Hence, our focus should also be on people in this age range who are either pursuing or have a bachelor's degree. Thank you.